In this video, I'll be showing you guys how to make a player model for your Gorilla Tag fan game. In the last video, I got a lot of support, and I mean a lot of support. So to all my subscribers and viewers, thank you so much, it means so much. Without further ado, let's get into this video. Alright, for this tutorial, there's one thing you want to have installed before we start, which is loop tools. You're going to want to hit edit and then go to preferences, hit get extensions, search loop. I already have installed, but it should show up here and you just hit install. And then once you go back to add-ons, hit loop. And make sure this box is checked so you actually have it on. If you're new to Blender, I might make another tutorial, but as long as you know some basic keybinds, you should be able to follow along with this tutorial pretty well. So let's get into it. The first thing you want to do is hit this little wrench icon and hit add modifier, generate subdivision surface, and you're gonna hit this levels viewport, slide it up to 2, hit apply on the modifier, and hit 3 on your keyboard to go to face selection and hit this face, control, 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 and or you can just select the face. It's up to you. You can do that, or you could also just go into your face. You can adjust it. This is how you do it if you want to make like a custom face shape. You go to 1 to grab the vertices, and then drag these down. The more you subdivide it, the more like you can kind of customize the shape, but you don't want to do it too many times because then you're gonna have like a high polygon count, and that's really bad for the VR game because if it's unoptimized, your players will lag, especially when you get more players. It'll lag a lot. But right here, I'm just creating a basic face shape, kind of. Just a basic shape for my face, how I want it to appear. You could use edges, faces, vertices, really whatever. But I think I'm good for now. Just gonna go into 3 and hit control, 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 control. And here we go. We have my face. P selection, and you'll have a basic face. You want to hit Shift A or add mesh cube. Drag it under the head and add a subdivision surface modifier. You can do the wrench thing we did before, generate sub, or you can just hit Control 2. Either way works fine. We're gonna go under this model to this face, and we're just gonna hit E to extrude it. Extrude it so it kind of looks like a beam, and then scale it down a little bit, and line it up with the body. Alright, great. Now that we have that done, I'm gonna hit apply. Hit the number 1 to go to the vertice selection, and hit this vertex and just drag it down. Really, you can make it however you want. This is your player model, and in the end, it'll be mostly the same. So just do it how you like it. And we're just selecting them to selection them. And there we go. We have our general torso shape done. We're gonna Shift A again, add a cube. This will be used to model the arms. So we're gonna hit Control 1 to get this kind of like lanky shape, and we're just gonna apply it already right off rip. And this is where the plugin I mentioned comes in handy. You're just gonna select these 4 faces right here, loop tools, and hit flatten. And if you guys want to know how I'm moving around like this, I hit Shift and semicolon on my keyboard, and I just like to use walk navigation because it's chill for me. Once you have that, just scale it up using S. Scale it up a little bit. Extrude it about right here is alright. And then extrude it slightly in, extrude it slightly out to make an elbow shape, and then do that, extrude it in again. And this should be like the general shape you have. Kinda cool, kinda clean. hit Control 2 on this to make it into kind of more like an arm. And there you go. The polygon count on this needs to be kind of semi-high just so that we can get the full range of motion on it and flexibility. Scale it down so it looks more, has more of the arm shape and it's not like a bazooka, not super large. Generate mirror, hit y-axis, and you're gonna hit this to see what the torso is called, minus cube 0.002. So we're gonna go mirror object cube 002 y. There, as you can see, we have the general shape of the two arms. Apply. We're going to hit add cube and just put this right here. Hit Control 2 and sorry. Yeah, okay. We're gonna hit this and hit Control R, or you can go down here and hit loop cut. Either way works. Then you just want to get out of that and then select. I'm gonna just do it Control R. Control R. Alright. Hit 3 to go back into face selection. And you want to scale these separately, because if you scale these together, it's gonna do this, and it's just gonna look weird. But if you scale these separately, I hit extrude. You can extrude however long. I just do extrude 2, extrude, extrude 2, and here I just do extrude 2 by first I add a loop cut to the side, just put it up down slightly, extrude 2. Alright, now you have your hand shape done. Just apply the modifier and then get to work on kind of sizing it right. If this is ever like too many subdivisions or something, or if your game's lagging, just hit all and you can unsubdivide it right there. It'll kind of like low poly it. Might be a cool style if you want to try it for like a game or something. I kind of like mine like that, but just keep it like this. Want to change the rotation X to 90, rotation Z to 180 to get your hands looking kind of like this. Hold on, I think I messed something up because it's kind of weird looking. Alright, I think it's good now. 90, Z 180. Alright, I might have added my loop cut too like far because now it looks kind of weird. Not that weird, but it's manageable. So you just want to make sure this is lined up, the center, and we're gonna go back and add a modifier, generate mirror y axis cube 002. Alright, now once we've done that, just gonna apply it, and we have the general shape done. I don't think I'll be showing you guys how to make ears in this tutorial. Alright, it was like messed up or something, so I just added a little bit of color through the material tab. Clicking these and just added this and just applied a few colors. But alright, now I think I'm gonna get to the rigging portion. What you want to do is be in object mode with nothing selected and hit this. Click armature and drag this down to the bottom of your torso. You want to go to this part, this little thing, to make this whole process way easier. Click this object properties thing, hit viewport display, and click in front. Alright, I found a fix to my problem. I don't know why, but it turns out I hit Alt Z, and that toggles X-ray, so we fixed that. Next thing you want to do is hit X right here to go to the front and just zoom out. Fit your model to the size you want it. I'm using shift and middle mouse button to move around in here, and just want to set this part of the armature kind of like down here. Alright, so when you're in here, you just want to make one that kind of goes to like the middle portion, and then EZ to scale around this axis on the Z axis, to extrude actually. Extrude to where these arms start so that when you drag it, it's just straight. Easy. Make it to the neck. Alright, and then next you want to hit EY to scale it straight out these ways. EY, and since we have these grooves in our arms, since we use that modeling method for the arm, we can see our like elbows pretty clearly. But if you want, you could just put it out here, right at the halfway mark. But you just want to keep doing that on both sides like that. And we do need a head, so we're just gonna go E. See? And we're gonna go to these arms. Easy scale. Alright. You want to hit EY now. Put it like right here. Easy. EY once. EY two. Bruh. Bruh, I got a Discord call. Alright, you want to hit EY. 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 Scale this here. Easy. 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 And here. Here you have your first arm. Let's go here. EY. Easy. EY. EY. You just want to scale these along axes so that they're like kind of straight. EY. 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 E. Easy. 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 Go up, walk around, make sure everything looks lined up and straight and nice. Once you've done that, you want to click this, delete the camera and the light, and hit this, hit your armature, and then hit shift and select everything else. Control P with automatic weights. As you can see, your model, if you click your armature and then go to pose mode, you can now like move your arms, move your model's arms and stuff. It's pretty cool. And the last part you want to do is just go here, F2, name your bones like elbow right. I mean, no, yeah. Alright, yeah. Elbow, no, it would be elbow left. Forearm left. I think that's the wrong part, but whatever, you get it. Just name, you want to name it up to these wrists. This right here, 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 this right here. So once you're importing your model in Photon, it works fine. And if you want to know how to make a face with texture paint and like make textures and stuff, just tell me in the comments. Hope this helped. Bye.